into his eyes, I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with a man who sold the world. Made my way back home. I searched for foreign land. For years and years I roamed, and I gazeless stare at all the millions that I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 5 of Ice Blood, called The Stone. Where we left off, our dear adventurers found out that their dear friend, Brenna, Halder's daughter, made a deal with the warlock of Ragnaros village. A deal of which a price she paid she never realized. She comes to her friends at the bar, and there they see something over her shoulder, something strange and demonic, something she cannot see, but they can. As she chooses to bring them upstairs in the end to have the conversation to tell them in full as she does not want prying ears to hear, they enter, and it's as if they're teleported into a different time. They are put into a place that they do not know, into a house they've never seen, with things beyond their wildest dreams. Also, with monsters lurking outside in the trees, as they found as dear Shelley busted the windows out of this house. Doing so, 50 of these strange, clicking creatures rushed after them. They made their quick escape down to the basement of this house, just to find a body of a middle-aged man beaten to death. No rhyme, no reason, no other clues, except for a window that leads out of the basement. Very small, but they chose to go out it into the snow. As they begin their adventure into the woods, our dear Brenna takes an arrow to the knee. She's still an adventurer, though, so that's good. They meet a young woman who has yet to really reveal who she is, but she is being chased by the people that killed the middle-aged man. And here they set off, trusting the young woman that just shot them as she helped patch them up. They all dash off into the woods, being chased. Fast forward some time, they're all sitting on a cliff overlooking a very large town with heavily fortified walls. And they watch these fire explosions that light up in the sky. And they're beautiful. They're not meant to harm, they're meant to be beautiful. And here sits this woman playing the guitar. That's where they left off. But before we continue with our main group of adventurers, one was left behind. Dear Astrid, having a dear breakdown in front of her mother's grave. Now her father, as she's buried her father next to her mother. What are you doing, dear Astrid?
I imagine at this point I've kind of finished crying, kind of pull myself together. Oh, God. Okay, you know what? There's at least some good in this. The others aren't here. No one had to see this. That's good. Okay. Goodbyes are said.
Would you say you are well enough to be perceptive?
I hope I am.
Okay, roll me perception as you are standing up looking at this grave.
19.
You notice something strange shoved in, almost as if hidden in the hand of your mom's statue.
What in the... kind of stand and carefully reach towards it.
As you reach out and you grab it, it's a small black doll. In fact, it's a doll used for dark magic to bring mistidings to the family.
Mother! Oh, God. Well, isn't that just lovely? I'm gonna examine it, see if I can maybe get an idea of what specifically it's meant to do besides just bring misfortune, or see if maybe I can get an idea of who put it here.
Okay. Roll me a religion or arcana.
Yeah, they both suck. 1 second. That little red. Oh, hey, okay. Okay, I should get a damage done. So that's 18.
Okay. Which one did you roll?
Arcana.
Okay. You know that this is a type of magic used in this area as voodoo magic. And you only heard one person speak about it in your lifetime. And that is the warlock.
Alright. I think it's time for a little chat. Dust myself off. And first I'm gonna head to the inn. Kind of reassure everyone I'm still alive. Everything's fine. I just gotta go have a quick chat.
Okay. You get to the inn, and you hear loud snoring coming from the barbarian as she's face first with about 30 bottles of booze around her.
Amalia? You alright?
She would wake up confused, kind of.
What?
Just wanted to check in with you and everyone else. Not that I see them, but I need to go have a chat with the warlock.
Oh, well, we kind of had a bender last night. Yeah, it was that dwarf's fault. The God, I'm so hungover. Let me sleep.
Okay, I'll be back. You just try it. I'm gonna look over to Tiny if he's there and kind of tell him to bring her some water and that special drink he brings the patrons who.
He will let out like a small, like almost childish snicker, and he'll just nod, and he'll go to the back, and he'll bring out a pitcher of water in a very large mug, and then he'll bring out this tiny vial that's like glowing liquid green, and he'll just place it on the table next to Amalia.
Okay, so you just
I'm doing connection as if you all can see it. I just I reach over, not really wanting to because my head is pounding, grab the vial and down it, and then grab the pitcher of water and just chug it, the whole thing at once. And I sit up, I'm like, why isn't anyone else in this state?
They might be. They're probably upstairs trying to sleep it off, if I had to take a guess.
All right, I'm up. Let's go find you the warlock.
Alright. And we will head back to the guild.
Okay. When the guards let you in, and when you walk in, you hear books flying around in the main room, hitting the wall, and your grandmother going, fuck, no, wrong book, no, fuck. And she's in panic.
I just kind of duck out of the way of a book and go, do you need... I gotta go. This thing's important. What's wrong?
What's wrong? The stupid healer of yours made a deal with Valken. We all know that's not what you do.
Wait, what? What? I left her alone for... Oh, God. Was it just her, or did the others?
As far as I know, it was just her. Now Valken's unconscious, or doesn't have a pulse, so he never really had a pulse, but now he seems more dead than normal.
What? This doesn't sound like something she would do.
They've known her for, what? 3 days?
It's been 4. We're all best friends.
Great. And Great. Now I'm never going to get answers to whatever the hell this... And I just kind of throw the doll on the ground and...
When you throw the doll to the ground, your grandmother freezes, almost in a type of fear, and she turns pale almost. And she goes, where did you find that Astrid?
Mom's statue was holding it, and I need to know why it's there and what Falcon was, because it's probably his doing, and I need to know why. This has not been a good few days. It is steadily going downhill.
So she looks at you, and she says, she picks up the doll, and she takes it and she puts it in this small wooden box that magically seals shut. When it does, Astrid, you feel as if something lifts off your shoulders, that you can stand a bit taller now.
Oh, I need answers.
Your grandmother looks at you and she says, your friends went back to the inn. I need time. I still need time. God, that's time. I'm trying to figure out what your dear friend Brenda did. She states that she shook his hand and made a deal, and he collapsed, which is never good.
Okay. We'll be right back. I just turn, crack my neck, and I storm out and head to the inn. Just kind of grumbling under my breath, leaving these people alone for a few hours so I could have a breakdown in private against all kinds of.
So, Astrid, Amalia is angry with Astrid because she's trying to match the mood, even though she doesn't know why.
Look, why don't we just go wake them up and you can just yell at them all you freaking want.
Yeah,
I can back up yell.
that would be appreciated.
That's what friends do. Yeah. I don't fully understand why that handshake was so significant, but apparently it's causing a lot of shit. So let's just yell at them for it.
I just want to understand why she would make a deal with him. I mean, everything about him, if you just look at him, screams.
I mean, classically, it's for power or money. For power and money. So probably she wanted one of the two. Anyway, let's go just wake her up, and if it turns out she's secretly evil, we can just chop her head off. It's fine.
I really hope she's not evil. That would just be depressing. I think I've had to kill enough people lately.
Okay, I think they had a room upstairs, so let's... Why do they all leave me like sleeping outside? That's not rude.
You know what? We're just gonna go up there. I've had a long enough walk that I feel semi less angry, but I'm only at the I'm gonna yell at you anger because I'm terrified, not because I genuinely want to hurt her.
I'll look big and like me and just be scowly and yell and back up.
All right.
Support.
Yeah. Thank you. We go upstairs and we check the rooms.
Okay. So, you know that up in the inn, there's actually a common room where you think that might be where they went. They could move the party upstairs because Tiny kind of, when you come in, he tells you're angry. He can tell you're looking for him. He kind of motions like up, but where he's pointing is at an angle where the common room would be.
Thank you, Tiny. As always, you are a gift. To the common room.
You both storm up there. The common room door is cracked, and there's a hum coming from it.
A hum? Okay.
You hear...
Okay. That's a bit creepy.
And this is why you don't make deals, because then creepy magic things happen.
I'm gonna draw my sword.
Okay.
And gently, the door's open or it's broken or...
It's cracked, like it's open. Like you could push it open if you wanted to.
I'm very gingerly gonna push it open and like slowly look in. Sword wielded just in case.
As it opens, you see a strange demonic figure sitting in the middle of the room humming. And you see your friends all suspended in air unconscious.
I'm just gonna back out, close the door, push Astrid down the hall a little bit, and whisper, "Demon has our friends."
What?
That is what it looked like. This is the image that you saw.
There's a demon in there, and our friends are suspended in air. I'm not sure if they're conscious, and he's humming. So I think he thinks it's chill.
Okay. If she gives me a description of the demon, can I rack my brain to see if I have any idea what it could be?
You can if you want to roll me a religion.
Okay. Okay, because this would count as we're calling information about fiends or undead.
Yes.
Okay, advantage. Cool. Oh no, I don't need it. That's a nat 20. 22.
You know of a culture far, far away that they trying to figure out how to explain this. So they're very honorable people, and they respect other warriors, but they also believe that if a spirit dies and has hate in its heart, it comes back as a devil.
Oh, okay.
And you know for a fact that what was just described to you is the main devil of them.
This is not
Called Dashapoku.
okay. I would explain this all to Malia. Just go. Okay. Trying to fight this is probably a horrible idea, so
Just the two of us? Yeah. I mean, I'm down. If you want to go, let's go. But
okay.
we need to get our people away from him.
We're going to have to do something we are not equipped to do. We're going to have to try and talk and reason with him.
I mean, I can do that. I'm sure.
Between the two of us, we could maybe manage this.
You are the most charismatic people in the group. Clearly.
Okay. We just gotta be respectful.
Do we have anything to bribe him with?
Oh, God. Got my inventory. Well, I mean, they tend to like warriors and respect them, so,
I mean, weapons then? I mean, I don't like to give away my stuff, but I have this sword or some javelins, and I'm sure I could buy a new one.
We're all for weapons as a last resort. Let's just go in, kind of excluding the aura. Please don't fuck with us. We can handle ourselves, even though we are clearly outmatched here.
Clearly. Okay. Let's go in.
Right. Just kind of
We open the door again.
Yeah.
Okay, you open the door. He's still standing in the same spot, humming.
I will slowly approach, kind of put my fist over my heart and kind of bow at the waist for a second.
I also bow for a second.
Hello, Gashakadu? Might I ask what you're doing with our companions?
His humming stops, and he just stands there, and then you hear. She made a deal. Oh, she made a deal with the wrong demon.
What did she agree to?
Were you the demon she made the deal with?
When you say this, he whips around, and he crouches down to get like level faced with both of you. And he looks over to Astrid. I have watched you grown to be such a brave woman. Oh, but that vessel grew tiring.
I assume you mean Falcon? Was that your previous vessel?
He just simply nods.
What do you want from our friend exactly?
That's the thing. I don't know. I agreed to help her for a favor later in the future. That could be a millennia from now.
So, are you just going to keep all our companions like this until you know what your favor is?
Of course not. Where I've sent them as a test. You'll have them back if they pass it correctly.
What's the test?
Oh, that would ruin the fun, wouldn't it? I can't tell you.
Could we have possession of our friends while they're taking the test? Oh, great demon god.
Well, what are you asking him exactly? You cut out for me, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I'm asking if we can take their bodies.
He goes, I wouldn't touch them. That would break it and they would die instantly.
No touching. Got it.
Then would it be alright if we aided them in this test?
Wonderful! He boops you like on the nose and you fall unconscious. And Amalia watches you just float up.
Amalia's raging. Amalia goes into rage and draws the sword. It's like, just release my friends.
He goes, I can't do that. You can join them or you can leave.
Fine.
Which one?
Killing you is not an option?
You can certainly try.
Fine, I'll join my friend.
Wonderful! And he holds out his hand.
I take it.
He takes your hand and it's as if he almost goes to do like the polite like kiss the hand, but you fall unconscious. And you wake up, both of you, next to your friends as if you've been sleeping by the fire the entire time.
Are the others asleep?
No, they are awake and they are kind of almost harassing the girl that's playing the guitar.
I'm gonna walk over to Brenna and give her just a very light bonk on the back of the head.
So you don't see Brenna. Neither of you see Brenna, in fact.
What?
You see everyone, and you see a new face. You see a tiefling.
Okay, where's Brenna?
She's right there. Where have you guys been?
And when she says right there, they point to the tiefling.
Let's gently thunk Brenna on the back of the head. The new Brenna, and I say, we've been trying to save your asses. You're all unconscious with the demon, and now we are too.
Amalia, you're okay.
What? Yeah.
How'd you get here?
The demon sent us to help you. You're in a test.
Demon? What demon?
The
I'm
one
just looking around.
Brenna just made a deal with.
I look at Brenna. That demon?
No. The fact that she looks like a tiefling is weird, and I will discuss that later, but yeah.
Do I not have my thing on? Or do I have it on and it's not working?
It is not working.
Fuck. Realizing this, I'm sort of patting at my neck and sort of looking down at myself and have a weird double chin.
Like, when you look at it, you can tell it's fully charged, and you're like, oh, it's like, I want you to work, like, almost probably shaking it, like.
I'm going to take it off and then, like, bang it against a rock and glare at it and then put it back on and then look at everybody just in case it works now.
When she does that, she flickers into Brenna for a moment, and then she goes right back to normal, to being a tiefling.
Question. Is that little trinket what you made the deal for?
Yeah. So I'm a little pissed that it's not working.
Well, maybe you have to pass whatever this test is for it to work. We can all go back to our bodies.
Wait, this is a test.
Yeah, see, Balkan was a vessel for a demon.
I shook his hand and he sort of disintegrated. So, yeah.
What was his name again?
Vulcan?
Okay.
And the demon you made a deal with was... Good job.
I don't know. He didn't tell me his name. If he said, hi, I'm a demon, of course I wouldn't have made a deal with him. I didn't know it was a deal with a capital D. Look, I worked in a small village my entire life. I was a doctor, I was a midwife, I was everything. These people didn't have 2 gold coins to rub together. Service for service was how life worked. I fix your broken bone and you fix my roof in 2 weeks. That's just how we do business. It didn't strike me as odd until it was all over. And now, if what I was paid for whatever the fuck this is isn't working, maybe that makes the contract null.
What exactly is it supposed to do?
Well, it makes me look more normal. It makes me not look like this. It makes me look like what you thought I looked like. I've been wearing it since I was a very small child, since my horns started coming in when I was about 3.
Has she looked like this the whole time we've been here?
What was the new deal for? Just the
No.
your leg?
No. My mentor gave me this. She was just a regular person. She was the one who was keeping up the illusion magic on it, and she passed away a few weeks ago.
Okay, question. Was the deal to basically recharge the magic in this little trinket, or was it to...
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Here's the
I
thing.
asked him if he could do it, and I told him, because this is how I'm accustomed to doing things, I told him if he did it, I would owe him a favor. I figured I didn't have enough gold on me for whatever the going rate is for an illusion spell.
I got bad news for you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already know most of the bad news.
That deal's still in effect, because he did what you asked.
If it doesn't work, clearly.
You didn't say it had to work. You just said it had to recharge.
Yeah, she's right.
Okay, you, and I'm going to point at my head, you can fuck right off.
Oh, someone's grouchy today. Okay.
And I
will be
hope
able to
I've been hitting this off a little hard.
Sorry, what?
As I see Brenna pointing at her head, telling it to fuck off, I'm just going to look at Hilda as she works on my Viking weave and be like, I thought we had been drinking a little bit, but I guess she's drank a bit more.
Has Brenna looked like this the whole time we've been in this like reality?
Well, I took the thing off in the house to show you guys, and then I put it back on, and then just sort of assumed that everything went back to normal.
Yeah, she showed you guys who she really was, and when she put it back on, she thought she turned back to herself, but she didn't.
So she hasn't at all since she took it off.
The extra bits I can't actually see, right? I can't see my fangs, I can't see my eyes, I can't see the horns, and I feel the tail all the time, but I'm not going to see it unless I like turn around and look for it. So if it wasn't working, I would not necessarily have known it.
All right, Brenna, you've looked like this ever since you took off the headband to show us.
It must be this place then.
No, before in the tavern, it hasn't worked since then.
No, I know this place. Wherever we've been taken to, if that's when it stopped working.
No, it was before that.
Now I'm confused.
It was when you first took it off to show us your form in the tavern.
No, I didn't take it off until we got here because we went upstairs and I was going to show you, but we got zapped here before I got a chance.
Correct.
So
that was here?
Yeah, we were here.
Oh. Okay. I feel like we saw in the bar of the tavern area.
You saw the little demon dude on my shoulder.
Okay, I was supposed to remember. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Well, the only way we get to leave is for you to either pass or fail this test. So what is it you have to do?
I don't suppose he mentioned if the test was for me specifically or for all of us. Okay.
Get the feeling mainly for you, since, you made the deal.
Again, the capitalization of the first letter was ambiguous at best.
I hope you're coaching us on our braiding skills because I think that we're number one.
They're lovely, darling.
They are beautiful braids, and I will admire them later. Things have just been very bad, and I'm breaking bad news to someone that she made a deal with someone she shouldn't have. And also, hi, I don't know you. Sorry you had to witness all of this. I just kind of look at the lady they were talking to earlier.
Don't be too sorry. She shot me in the knee.
Because I fucking thought you were part of that fucking group, okay? Get over it.
Wait, you got shot in the knee.
It still hurts. My healing spells don't work here.
Okay, well, whatever healing spells are. It sounds like you play Dungeons and Dragons or something.
They don't work.
Not really.
Wait,
we had patched up your
magic doesn't work?
Not
I'm
really.
gonna try
Some
to
of it has.
levitate myself.
No, we were
Some
able
of
to
it
do
has.
to make the sound, the thaumaturgy, I think.
Mhm. The arcane lock worked.
I'm
Some
gonna
of
try
it
to
worked.
levitate myself.
Some of it doesn't.
You're gonna try to levitate yourself?
Yeah, I can cast levitate once per day.
It does not work.
So
I
some
can't
things
fly.
do, some things don't.
So I'm wondering if I'm gonna
Maybe
do
it-
what I did back at the house, which was to cast prestidigitation to create a sensory effect, basically mimicking what they did with thaumaturgy. And I'm just gonna make like a small bird whistling, not loud enough to like get the attention of anything nearby, just to see if it works.
So, Shelly,
Yeah.
you go to cast thaumaturgy.
Mm-hmm. Or prestidigitation.
Or prestidigitation, sorry.
Yeah. I'm specifically trying to do something that did work back
None
there.
of you hear anything when he tries to do this, but Shelly, you hear in the back of your head a whistle.
So I hear it in my head, but not in like the environment around me.
Correct.
I'm gonna look around, little odd, ask if anyone else heard that, just to make sure.
No.
Heard what?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so knowing that they didn't, I'm wondering if that the reason it worked is because we were all the way back there where we got teleported. We were closest to like the source.
And the further away from it we get, the less everything works.
Right. Because
So-
like I kind of heard it in my head, but obviously it didn't work out here.
The girl will pipe up. Say this magic, God, fucking nerds, is real, and it didn't work. What would you call that?
I would call it bullshit.
She'll chuckle.
I'd call it we were in an anti-magic field.
Wait,
Oh.
Casting one this bloody huge.
Ellie
How
will
the
stop
hell?
playing her guitar, and she'll lean in, and you'll just hear her go, Part one.
You!
And whenever she says part one solved, everything around you goes pitch black.
Oh,
All you can see is
you bastard.
all you can see is each other.
What's going on?
Now
That
what?
was the first part. Now we move on to part 2 of however many parts this test is.
Do we still see Ellie?
No, she is gone. But you do hear the laugh again, and you hear him say, Now, this next part, you may lose your lives, you may not. You're going to meet an old friend of mine. He likes to sing sometimes, so be warned. It's kind of weird. Anyways, this is your task. Do what he asks you to do and complete it successfully.
Who's talking to us?
It
So that's
is-
the voice I hear in my head.
yes, it's the voice that Brenda hears, and Astrid and Amalia know who it is.
Oh, then Cleo says, "Who's that?"
demon.
In my head.
Oh, well, that's what he bloody sounds like.
Oh, that's the demon you made a deal with.
That's
Well, he
not
wasn't
the-
in my head before I shook the old dead guy's hand, and now he is. So that stands to reason.
He actually
It's super
Has a-
annoying, right? If I ever just like burst out and am super rude, that's what I'm hearing in my head. So, you know, you can understand why.
I know, she's completely a jackass to me.
I wonder
Well,
why.
you trapped us in this weird magicless place.
How dare you, dear barbarian? You're quite lovely. Why would you be mad at me?
All
And
right.
yes, he is intentionally changing voices.
And
What do we
you
have to
made
do?
a deal under false pretenses.
Yeah, that was shitty of you.
Like, what are you, a lawyer?
I've actually quite a
Contract
fun nap.
you print.
I'd like to point out you decide to make a deal with an undead warlock as far as you knew. You didn't
Again.
think-
Lowercase d. an exchange of services.
Nope.
Or whatever. It's
It's
fine.
course, dear. It's all the fucking same.
Oh dear.
I mean, it's not. Look, my family has some lawyers in it, and you actually have to be specific in those situations.
We all know the difference between a demon and a lawyer is a briefcase.
That is
The
true.
itsy bitsy spider, the itsy bitsy jackass has trapped us all in hell.
We're not in hell.
Okay.
We're probably just
Whenever-
trapped within our own minds, honestly.
Whenever Shelley makes the joke about the devil and the lawyer, he feels something weighted on his left wrist as he is handcuffed to a briefcase.
Oh,
That he
but
now has to carry around.
that's just mean.
So
Okay.
is this Valken?
I don't think it's Valken anymore.
Who are you? Show yourself.
Give me a name so I can swear at you properly.
Gashtaku.
Gashadoku, I believe.
Gashtaku. Thank you.
That's way too long. I'm definitely going to shorten it in the most insulting way possible.
Gashidoku, show yourself.
Yeah, let's just get this test over with and get the hell out of here. I don't like this.
I agree. Let's get this over with.
I'm taking the brain cell for the moment.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I don't think tormenting the demon is going to get us out of here, by the way, Shelly. Your briefcase is great, though.
It suits you. It's a good color on you.
No,
It's very classy. I like the monogram.
he said he was going to introduce us to a friend. And I'm going to look around and see, is our surroundings changed? Has anybody else showed up or anything like that?
Yeah, in fact, you seem to be inside of a cave that's lavishly put together with very lavish cloth and even torches, and there's a very nice bed.
His friend's not a Neanderthal, so that's great to know.
Wait,
This is certainly a step up from a minute ago.
does this look vaguely familiar?
No.
Okay, it's not to say we were in a cave with a
It's very
room
similar.
earlier.
It's very similar lavishness to a certain genie, but not exact.
Oh, to a certain genie with his name Hubie?
Oh, close.
Oh,
So, you guys hear, it looks like he's brought me some more friends. And you see this guy come walking out with a bag of coin, counting it. He looks kind of like a tabaxi, but he seems much bigger and larger and just strange all around.
Cleo makes some snarling motions with her lips.
Oh, didn't your parents teach you not to growl at strangers, love?
She growls.
Why aren't you a precious little one? So, tell me, which one of you made the deal?
That would be me.
Sabrina.
Oh, of course. Tiefling making a deal with the demon. There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm just going to leave it alone.
I would make the joke, but the last time I did, I got a stupid briefcase.
No, the old briefcase trick, that's his favorite. But, I'm sure he
Make a joke about it again. I'll turn you into a frog. That's to Shelley, not to our kitty friend.
Oh. So I'll be blunt with you. I need help acquiring a certain statue of great price. As you see, I have to keep this lavish living up. In
That's
between,
so sad for you.
in between of all of us, my genie friend, he's a little lavish himself.
You have
What
a
do you
genie
need?
friend? Can we meet him? Is he related to me?
No, why would he be? You are a strange woman.
Well, somewhere in my bloodline, there's a genie. I've been trying to find him, so.
I will keep a lookout, I suppose.
Yeah, but that's not a deal. No deal. Capital or lowercase d. Figment of my imagination.
What do you need, and where do we need to go to get it?
He paces around the group like in a circle, and he stops at Brenna, looking her up and down, and he goes, "My God, you really are the one that made the deal with him, aren't you?"
The fuck's that supposed to mean?
Let me put it in song for you, yeah?
Or not?
Oh, yes. And he jumps, he like backflips back, very agile, like.
God, it's a bard.
And he goes, "Oh, you'll
Alright,
figure
what's
it
the
out
problem with
eventually." One moment.
You hold everybody. Good for you. You hold everyone. Good for you. Now you're somebody. Good for you. You hold everyone. Leave your weapon on the table. Right to the light. Never able. Don't get angry. Don't discourage. Take a shot of liquid courage. 'Cause my monsters are real. And they're trained how to kill. And there's no coming back. And they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fight. And they'll never say die. And there's no going back. If I get trapped, I'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real. Good for you. You hurt everybody. Good for you. You hurt everyone. Good for you. You love nobody. Good for you. You owe no one. Leave your weapon on the table. Right to the light. Barely able. Call the doctor. Say a prayer. Choose a God you think is fair. 'Cause my monsters are real. And they're trained how to kill. And there's no coming back. And they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fight. And they'll never say die. And there's no going back. If I get trapped, I'll never heal. 'Cause my monsters are real.
So he sits there singing this, and it sounds very fucking good, surprisingly. And he's panting. But he's locked eyes with Brenna, as if almost challenging her. And he snarls, "Hit me. Come on. I know it's in there. Tap into it. Hit me. You know that something deep inside you grew when you made that deal."
Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to intend to do my produce flames cantrip, light my hand up, and then toss it at him.
Uh-huh.
And then I imagine it's not quite going to come out that way.
So you see her, she does the light cantrip, or the produce flame, and you see her grab her wrist when she does, and you see the flame turn to black, crackling fire with lightning crackling around it, made of red, as she shoots Elder's Blast out of her hand into the chest of the cat.
Golf clap.
And it knocks him 10 feet backwards.
I'm going to stare at my hand and kind of shake it off, and there's definitely like some deer in the headlights business going on.
Well, I was just expecting you to punch him in the face, girl, but all right then.
That's all right.
That works.
You see him rummage his way out of like a pile of crates that got busted as he flew into him. He goes, "Yes! Ah, good. At least you won't die like the other one did." Ignore that.
Wait, no. We're not ignoring that.
Who was the other one?
Sometimes, when dark magic is entered someone's body, they explode. But you didn't. So that's good.
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna step away from Brenna now.
And he wants everyone to take a 15-foot step away from you.
Not blame any of you there. Okay, are you saying if I use this, I might explode?
Of course not, no. Normally the first introduction of your power is demonic powers, and it caused an explosion. It didn't, which is good.
So we're good now. No exploding.
Of course not. Now that you've attuned with it, you can use your powers and not die. I mean, you can still die. You're not immortal.
Good for you, Brenna.
Is it always going to feel kind of icky like that?
Sometimes. If you just go pure evil, then no.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that.
No, okay, then sometimes, yes.
All right. Clearly, I didn't get enough information at the outset, so we're going to rectify that now. If I use this, does it put me more in that bastard's debt?
No, I don't think so. Normally he just says, you owe me a favor, and then people come in to me to pass the test and explode. So they're the first to make it past. I don't know.
Nice.
Because I only asked him for a small thing. I didn't ask for any of this.
I mean, that's the part of making a deal with the devil.
You get extras? That doesn't seem right.
It's kind of like when you go to your favorite place to eat and they put 2 extra nuggies in the bag instead of 10.
And you get all excited because, oh boy, more nuggies, but then you find out they were undercooked and you get sick and spend the next day puking. But it was worth it because free nuggies.
Yeah, kind of. That's where the icky comes in.
That was a very specific example.
Don't ask why.
Nuggies always make for a good example.
Yes.
Okay, so... Alright. None of this affects any of the magic I already do.
Not that I know of.
Using it doesn't make everything worse.
No.
Okay. Anything else you think I might want to know about all of this? Is it going to get weirder than it already is?
When you use the restroom, your pee may smell like asparagus. That's normal. It goes away in a week.
Yeah, asparagus pee is really annoying.
I know.
That is oddly
Damn
specific.
asparagus farmers. That's all they eat.
I mean, asparagus is delightful. You just pay for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway. Okay. Was that the only test I had to pass? I just had to stand here and blast you across the room, which was a little bit funny, I'm not going to lie, and then just not blow up.
No, actually, I need a favor.
Yeah, remember how that got me into trouble the first time?
Okay, but this is to pass your test. You have to do what I ask, correct?
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, the bloody bastard said that and then gave me this briefcase. You wouldn't be able to get rid of this, would you?
All right,
The
well,
rest of the look.
speaking of lawyers and briefcases and demons and all that, he did say we had to do what you asked, and you already asked her to hit you, and she did do that, so we have really done what he asked us to do already.
We can see, we can play the technicality game too. Thinking
Lawyer,
less.
we have the briefcase, so that definitely makes us not the demon, and way more
Exactly.
trustworthy.
I just look at the ceiling, waiting for the bad thing to happen.
What
Cleo-
else do we have to do? Come on, I want to get out of here.
Cleo kind of slinks into the shadows if she can, just to be prepared if someone needs to be attacked.
When Cleo goes to slink into the shadows, she appears, like she backs up, she ends up appearing behind the other cat,
Okay, that's fine.
and he reaches back and tries to pet you.
Bite his hand.
Ah, consent.
She snarls and snaps.
He goes, oh, God, okay. He
I
goes,
have a question.
okay.
The demon wanted a favor, and now he's told us to do you a favor. So does us doing you a favor count as his favor? It seems
No.
to me like he's passed his favor on to you.
No, it's quite different because my favor, I'm here to help you, to be honest.
But this test was not in the terms of the deal that were presented.
Yeah, there's a lot of terms and conditions here that I don't remember being in the original deal that Brenna signed, and I feel like that's a violation of her rights as not only a tiefling, but also as an elven presenting woman, and I really just am not really appreciating the loopholes that you guys are using here.
Let me explain. What I'm asking you now is off the record.
All right.
There's an artifact that can help you in your future endeavors.
Okay.
Go on.
In order for me to get it, I need you to acquire a statue for me.
Okay.
What's it look like? Where
Why?
is it?
Why?
The statue is worth a lot of money. I mean, look at me. I live lavishly. I don't do it easily or legally.
How does this statue relate to this artifact?
They're said to be a stone that, when put into a certain weapon or armor, can help you control time. Just for a brief moment, to rewind even the slightest injury, or if quick enough, death.
Go on.
Now, it's said to be protected by these statues, but I do not understand, for I've seen them. They do nothing but sit still.
Well,
Have you tried touching them or hitting them or breaking them?
No. Because they scare me.
Okay.
What do they look like?
He goes, they're like the angels that sit outside of a graveyard, face covered as if crying.
Oh, hell. Look,
No.
Gertie.
Hell
no. How could you?
I'm just gonna look at Brenna, and I'm gonna look back at
Fucking
the guy,
hell.
and I'm gonna look at Brenna, and I'm gonna look back at the guy, and then I'm gonna look at Brenna again, and I'm gonna say, "You're really pushing it, bud. You're really pushing it." Weeping. I'm just gonna look back at Shelly with the stone cunning knowledge that the both of us have, and just say "weeping angels" under my breath, and I'm not okay.
Bloody fucking hell. Not. This is a whole lot of not okay in the same room. Coming
So-
from the two of us.
He looks, he goes, I understand it. It's a lot to ask, but I will even offer my services and my merchandise to you at any time of your choosing.
What merchandise?
He goes, well, I'm a tradesman. How else do you think I make my gold? And when he walks over to the busted chest, he pulls up a golden sword that I need Shelly and Coca-Cola to roll me a what would be a crafting check for you guys?
It depends on which toolkit you want me to pull out of my special stash place, boss man.
It's for you to, you're looking at the swords, looking at the craftsmanship to see what kind of sword it is. Like you-
Oh. I feel like that might be insight.
Probably
Insight
investigation
is-
plus proficiency.
yeah, I would say
Yeah,
investigation.
investigation.
So Coca-Cola and Shelly, give me an investigation.
17.
I got a 22, and then I got a proficiency of 2, so 24.
So
Oh yeah, I forgot proficiency. 20 or 19.
you all watch as Coca-Cola and Shelly's jaws just drop when he pulls out the sword, as it is in fact the legendary sword that slew the first dragon in the first war on the island.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
Is it a long sword, a great sword? What type
It
of sword?
is a great sword.
Amalia may be drooling.
I'm going to elbow Shelly, and I'm going to be like, hey, it's the fucking thing. And I'm going to reach out towards it, and I want to touch it.
He will hold out and let you touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Shelly
I'm
is
so
like
excited.
when Coca-Cola is nudging him, he's literally just like frozen, staring at it, jaw drop, before finally fucking recovering and going to examine and actually like hold the sword.
All
So-
right, cat person. I've got 2 questions for you. One, We are clearly in our own heads while our bodies are suspended by the demon. So if we get this sword from you, would it come back with us to the real world?
He goes, of course not, because it is not for sale.
Then why'd you pull it out? 2, would you trade me? And I pull out my great sword.
He goes, have you slain a dragon?
Oh, bloody hell, that's just a cock tease, mate. And no offense, but your sword ain't worth even
Yeah, I know it ain't worth shit. I took it off of a raider.
It's
But
not even
this-
the pommel of this sword, I'm gonna be honest with you.
So,
It's very shiny.
But this, I need this. This is a golden great sword. Do you see it? It matches my aesthetic, and I'd look so good murdering people with it.
You just see
I
Coca-Cola.
mean, defending the innocent with it.
Oh my god.
I think Coca-Cola and Shelly are both touching it at the same time, Mr. World.
Yep.
Because I think Shelly's holding it, and Coca-Cola is gently caressing the tip, very ever so slightly, just politely rubbing it, making
Okay.
sure that it is what it is.
Is this some sort of weird sex thing?
You didn't have to make it so suggestive.
I think
No
it's a
judgment, I
dwarf
just want to
thing.
know.
I think it's a dwarf thing. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just rub that bean.
I'm holding the handle of the shaft while she rubs the tip. God damn it. All I'm saying is this sword is getting a lot of good attention.
You will have beautiful babies.
When she says babies, I'm just gonna look at Shelly and then I'm just gonna shudder. No, thank you.
Damn.
Guys, why don't we just murder this cat person? I mean, defend ourselves in self-defense from this cat person, not deal with fucking weeping angels, and take this sword.
Well,
I think that would pass the test. We already
I think
punched
murdering him is a good idea. He's in possession of one of the most powerful swords in the universe, which means he could probably dismember us with the snap of a finger. I prefer not to do that.
And he's friends with the demon that trapped us here.
And that just doesn't feel right morally.
If we're going to get back to... Did you say we're hanging upside down?
No.
Oh yeah, all of us are floating in the air. By the way, back in the.
Okay, well, if we want to get back into that lovely situation, I think we have to do what he's asking.
So you want to go back to being suspended around unconscious, and me and Coca-Cola are the kinky ones, alright. A follow-up question for you, though. How are we supposed to reach you to get access to these wares of yours once we get out? Because you said we could trade whenever you want.
That's a
So, as Shelly starts to ask that, he starts drooling on himself as his eyes roll down.
Oh, no. I'm going to shake him.
Same thing as Coca-Cola.
Oh, I'm not shaking him.
And you guys start seeing flashbacks of the First War.
Oh no.
And you feel the heat from the dragon's fire as it spreads across this field. And you see a young man who could only be the age of 22,
Oh, boy.
holding this great sword. And he screams out to the heavens, Thor, Odin, the gods have my back. Please show me how to defeat this beast before it lays waste to the only thing I love, and that is this land. And in that moment, lightning strikes the sword. And the boy's eyes open, and they glow pure white. And before you see what happens, you snap both back to reality.
Well then.
That's quite a sword.
I'm just gonna blink a few times, kind of look around and shake my head, kind of come back to my senses. It was kind of a lot for me to have. I don't have a witty remark after that.
I'm just gonna shudder. I got nothing to say for once in my life.
Oh, well, you two recover from whatever is going on with you two.
So, the cat, he blinks for a minute and looks at you two. Who are you people? You had a vision, did you not?
Yeah, that's right. I imagine that's kind of par for the course for holding, famous legendary weapons.
He shoves a sword towards both of you. Touch it again.
Okay. Just very, very uncomfortable. Still very shaken. Not really processing what's happening, but, scary
That's
demon
what
person
he
is forcing me to touch
said?
the sword.
Right.
Guys, he's making me touch a sword.
Do you guys feel comfortable touching the sword?
Oh, at this point, I'm already, taking the sword. I'm just making a
Okay.
smartass remark, finally.
Yeah, okay. I'll touch the tip again.
So, you both grab it again, and the same thing happens. And you pick up, and you see the dragon flying in circles above this massive village. And you see the boy is bloodied and beaten. His eyes still glow white. And his voice booms. You are nothing but death and destruction. Your creation was a mistake. We gods should have destroyed you when we made you. And as the boy speaks, the dragon blows flame into this village, lighting multiple places on fire, and the screams of innocence echo in the air. You guys feel as if you're sitting next to the boy watching this happen, but can't really seem to help him. So the dragon swoops after making multiple runs on the town. It swoops down to grab the boy in its maw. And as it does, the boy dodges, cleaving its chest. Lightning crackling and shooting from the sword as he does. Lightning spreading over the dragon as it screams. And it flies straight into the air, twirling. And you hear screams and hollers from the city as the dragon speaks in common. And he looks down.
Sarah, you said you were fine.
He looks down to the boy in the town, and he nosedives. And he looks to Coca-Cola and Shelly, direct eye contact, as he speaks. And he breathes this hellfire that almost burns you alive as if you were there. The boy screams in agony and pain as you will both snap back. When you snap back, you're shaken and sweating profusely, as if you were in the flames yourself.
Yeah, I'd say at this point I'm probably like on the ground taking a knee,
Yeah, I'm just doubled
like
over, like
shaking.
hands on my knees, panting, hair all messed up, sweat dripping, the sword dropped from our hands at our feet, and not okay.
I think we're done with your magic sword. Please take it away.
Yeah, no more touching the sword.
He will pick up the sword silently, looking at Coca-Cola and Shelly, and he whispers, Kundarak. It makes sense now. And he takes the sword and he disappears down a hallway in the cave. He comes back after a few moments with water and cool rags for the both of you.
Going to emphasis on hesitantly take the water. This ain't gonna make me see a civilization go underwater, is it?
No. Who hurt you?
Oh, you.
You,
Just now.
you did.
It's
Just
been a
now.
very weird.
Quite
How long has it
recently.
been? I
might
don't
add.
even know. Couple of days.
Has it been bloody days? It felt like I was there for days. No, legitimately, how long has it been since
I have no
I touched
idea.
it again?
It has been about 2 hours.
Fuck me.
I think touching the tip's what got us into this trouble in the first place, bud. I think no more fucking needs to go around.
Wait, we were all just standing there watching them have a seizure-like vision for 2 hours,
Yep.
and we didn't do anything to stop it
I mean, you couldn't tell what was going on. They were standing completely still.
for 2 fucking hours.
Yep.
Man, y'all just really let your homies just chill there for
Yeah,
2
I feel like
hours.
if I thought
Wow,
this was
guys.
like
I
that
thought you cared
vision
about
took like
us.
a second in our time. Like if they just weren't doing anything for 2 freaking hours, I think we all would have panicked and done something.
Oh, I assumed during this time I got information on where we need to go to get this mysterious stone.
For the statues.
Yeah.
So while the vision was happening, he would tell you guys, if you asked him about where to go, he would tell you he can push you outside of the area using his teleportation magic. From there, it's somewhere in the monastery. He's unsure where.
Does he have anything that could help us with these statues, or something we can put the stone in once we retrieve it?
He disappears for a moment and comes out holding a blanket that has stars and penguins on it. I know it's not that serious of a design. It's a long story. You toss this over it, it should keep it from disappearing on you when you're not looking at it.
Wait, what? You said we needed to grab a statue. You didn't say anything about disappearing.
Well, people tell me that they move when you don't look at them.
This
Yeah,
part
that
of
was
the
information we
conversation-
needed, buddy.
This part of the conversation is happening while Shelly and Coca-Cola were in
Or
the vision,
unconscious. Yep.
right? Okay.
You
Anything else these things do that we need to know if we're going to... I feel like this is more of a kidnapping now instead of just a retrieval of an inanimate object. Anything else weird?
From what I've been told, don't get touched by the statues.
Great.
The magical blanket that I made you so you can touch the statues.
Is it
Wonderful.
magical or is it just a fucking blanket with penguins on it?
If
It's
we
magical.
break the statues, do they like reform and come back at us, or do they?
I
Are they
can't
no longer-
sell the statue broken. But as far as I know, if you smash it, it doesn't work.
Okay. So, let me get this straight. You want us to go try and steal a statue that will disappear against us without touching it, unless you're holding a magical, I'm using finger air quotes while I say magical, blanket, and you want us to bring it back here so we can take a gem from the statue, as well as you're giving us a magical sword that has done something weird to Coca-Cola and Shelly.
No, I didn't say anything about the sword. I said you would have my services.
He did say that. We
You said you were a traitor,
I am. I can get you anything you ever want.
but not the sword.
Not the sword.
Okay. Does no one else realize they're just standing there, staring, not saying anything? I mean, I personally think we should kill this guy.
I think we want to get back.
self-defense.
What's happening to Shelly and Coca-Cola?
I'm gonna try and pull the sword away from them, but with a glove on. And okay, you have a very strong grip on the sword, and this is not good. Okay.
I think it's a weird sex thing.
Catman, what are you doing to Shelly and Coca-Cola?
I have done nothing. Only those related to the first king can see the visions.
What does that mean?
The first king was the one to slaughter the dragon that laid waste to home after home and child after child. He was possessed by the gods, to be given the strength to defeat this demonic dragon. And for some
How
reason,
come you have it?
And they're relatives of his?
they must be if they're having a vision.
How
That's-
come you have it? How come it's not a family heirloom?
Because some things, dear, must be protected by the unseen.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
When will we get them back?
He goes, this should be back any minute. When he says that, that's when they snap out of it. Ah, like I said, right there.
Shelly Coquilla, are you all right?
It's gonna take me a while to respond again, so.
Yeah, you hear nothing. Just a series of heavy pantings.
Yep.
Fast forward to getting rags and water and asking who hurt you.
Okay, so you said if the statues are in pieces, they're inert.
Correct.
I don't suppose bringing it back to you in pieces is an option.
Preferably no. I can't sell it that way.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Just thought
I
I'd
don't
check.
know if anyone
He wants
has
us to
even
get
managed-
something to sell.
Oh yeah, you know those
I feel like we've established.
statues that you guys kind of freaked out about? Yeah, we're supposed to get one of those.
Who in the hell would want to buy one of those things?
I think the question is, Bud, who hurt you?
I don't think we want to know who wants to buy it.
I
Good
can
point.
tell you who wants it. It's the one that the short one over here with the daggers wants.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Say it. Say the word. Say his name. I want to hear you say it.
No.
I want to hear you say it,
No. I don't give client names away.
pussy.
Can you give your name away? Because I would really like an actual name instead of calling you Mysterious Cat Man who may or may not harm us.
He goes, yeah. Oh, fine. They call me Dar. I am from a proud clan of Gajit. Yes. Also, yes, go ahead, make the joke. Gajit has wares if you have coin. I've heard it 1,000 times.
Hey, I don't think any of us are really in a joke-making mood, Bud.
I try not to make jokes. It tends to either just not go well or we're not going to talk about the other result. But okay, we have a name. That's good. We have a location to go.
Anything else you can tell us about this thing? Is there just the one, and we need to bring you the one?
There's normally many of them in the graveyards.
Oh, shit.
Okay, it's fine. We just destroy as many as possible. Don't blink, and then we throw the blanket over one, circle it so how someone always have eyes on it, and just shuffle back here. Easy.
Oh yeah, if you're sending us to this place, how do we get back here?
I believe your dear friend, the demon devil, should help you with that.
Would that be another deal?
Once devils can only have one deal at a time.
Interesting.
So what does it look like?
Yeah, is this like life size? Because that's going to be harder to carry.
Yeah, and I want to know what life size compares to, because some of us are smaller than others.
Well, even something your size would be difficult to carry.
The statue stands 7 foot tall.
Oh, fuck,
Holy
Steve Bud.
Oh, a good
Okay.
taller than me. Okay, nice.
What does it look like?
It looks like an angel crying.
What does it do?
I think it eats people.
I'm not sure. You get touched and you disappear. That's all I know.
Yeah, I don't want to get touched. No bad touches for me.
Mm-mm.
Listen, so, Mr. Dar, right? You said your name is Dar. So, I just have one question. You work for the devil, right? Does that make you the devil's advocate?
Ah.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm. And by my understanding, the devil's advocate is supposed to see both sides, right? Mm-hmm. So you're seeing the side of a salesman now, which is fine and dandy. And I understand you want to make a quick buck here or there, but can you, I don't know, maybe see the other side of sending some poor young adventurers to their possible doom for a statue to make a quick coin?
I'm literally giving you a chance to give you a stone that changes time itself. No one getting that.
That does sound pretty cool. I don't know about anybody else, but
You mean we
Is-
can have that?
At a point, a time stone is pretty wonderful.
Yeah.
Is the stone in the statue, or is this a separate item we need to grab?
It's a separate item.
Where's the stone located? What does it look like?
You don't have to worry about finding the stone. Just, I've got you covered on the stone.
And you'll give it to us?
Of course.
Shake on it.
He spits
I
on his
better-
paw and holds out his hand.
No.
Better idea
Uh-oh,
before you do that.
someone else.
Before you do that, how about we shake on this instead? The stone you said can stop time, right?
Correct.
We can use the stone, and if time is stopped, those bloody angels can't do a damn thing. We can use that and make it so much easier to go get a statue. So, you give us the stone ahead of time, and we bring back the statue.
Okay, but you see, I don't have the stone right now.
Oh, that complicates things.
Wait,
I was just
That
about to
was worth a
compliment
shot.
you on what a brilliant plan that was.
Well, we don't have to go right now.
What's
We
still
can
a good
wait.
plan?
Go ahead and get it.
you need us to get you the statue so you can then go get the stone?
Correct.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
shake his hand.
He goes, oh, look, a deal's made. Great. Okay, go on, shoo.
Okay, thank you. Please teleport. I have the blanket. Let's go.
He nervously backs away from everyone.
What? I would very much like to be in reality and not wherever this is. Sorry.
Me too.
Yeah, let's just get this test done and over with.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Let's just get me away from this guy because he's on my nerves.
Hand shaken. We got the blanket. We got our stuff. Let's go.
All right, teleport us, Catman.
He goes, wonderful. Ta-da. And he snaps his fingers. And you all appear in the middle of a graveyard.
Start my day in the graveyard. End my day in the graveyard. Woo.
This statue sits right in front of you.
Wow. That was fast.
Mm-hmm.
Quick, blanket.
I have the blanket.
Cleo wants to perceive the surroundings.
Okay, give me perception. This statue doesn't look as described.
Oh.
All right.
21.
Cleo, you were looking around and you see six.
Sticks.
You see six shadows.
Oh, 6.
And you look around, you don't see any other statues but this one. You just see some trees and a trail that leads behind you away from the statue.
Where are the shadows coming from?
The shadows look kind of like people, but they look like lost souls, possibly.
So there's nothing casting them?
No. They don't bother you, they seem to leave you alone.
I don't think we're alone here.
I want to see if this works. I I forget what my feature version of this is called, but detect magic that Amalia can do. Will that work, or are we still?
Amalia doubles over, throwing up, as just the amount of magic that pings is too much.
Oh, fuck! That's a lot. Ow! My fucking head. That's a lot of magic around. Okay, guys, I think we should be back to back. So we have eyes everywhere.
I'm
Fuck!
examining the statue, honestly.
I don't think we should leave our backs exposed to anything.
Maybe some turned in, some turned out.
I agree.
All right, we arrange ourselves like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow!
Well, you guys do. I'm walking around this statue and just kind of looking, examining, not touching, though.
You don't know where the blood came from, but it gives you an eerie feeling being around the statue.
Well, there's blood on the statue?
Yes.
Is it fresh?
It seems fresh. Everyone give me a con save real quick.
Oh, that's fun.
Hey, 18.
4.
I got an 18 also.
Go,
14.
dwarf buddies.
Dirty 20.
If you did not get a 25,
Oh.
Shit.
Well,
25?
you all
What was
eyes
it?
water for a second and you blink,
Ugh.
and the big statue is now pointing to the trail. And in the tree line, you see another statue. As it sits, its wings not as spread as the other, and its face covered with the palms of its hand.
I think that's what we need.
The other one?
The one who's crying.
Oh, that's right. Weeping. Oh, well, thanks.
But
Theos says to the statue.
this one could kill us as soon as we link it.
Alright, let's leave a couple people just watching this one here, just to make sure. And you can, like, alternate who blinks, kind of deal.
If we can get 30 feet away from her, I can
Keep my obsession, my opium dream. Lost in indulgence, I'm not what I seem. Come to my arms and let me seduce you. Surrender your soul, and I will reduce you to simple sensation and fleshly delight. So fly to my side and embrace the night. We will defy the greatest commands and heedlessly walk the forbidden lands. Listen to taps of truth and punch through the twists of the labyrinth. Gather at crossroads and chant to the wind. Dance in the graveyards and revel in sin. All innocence lost. lost and our faith destroyed, spiraling down into lifeless void, drunken on dreams and ceaselessly sleeping. Here in the garden the angels are weeping. They will despise us, but we will be strong. The road to fulfillment is rocky and long. Misunderstanding is genius's curse. They call us evil, but nothing is worse than passive submission to meaningless rules. These are oppression and misery's tools. Ultimate freedom is our delight, to quaff the nectar of forbidden night. Listen to depths of emerald absinthe, and plunge through the twists of the labyrinth. Gather at crossroads and chant to the wind. Dance in the graveyards and revel in sin. Our innocence lost and our faith destroyed, spiraling down into lifeless void, drunken on dreams and ceaselessly sleeping. Here in the garden the angels are weeping. Blinded by pleasure, we long to be free, striving towards something we no longer see. The world is burning, our minds are on fire, consumed and consuming in seething desire. Slaves of sensation, there's something we've lost. We've ransomed our passion, heedless the cost. Promethean gods, we have seized the flames, but our theft is rewarded with eternal change. Listen to depths of emerald absinthe, and plunge through the twists of the labyrinth. Gather at crossroads and chant to the wind. Dance in the graveyards and revel in sin. Our innocence lost and our faith destroyed, spiraling down into lifeless void, drunken on dreams and ceaselessly sleeping. Here in the garden the angels are weeping. Listen to depths of emerald absinthe, and plunge through the twists of the labyrinth. Gather at crossroads and chant to the wind. Dance in the graveyards and revel in sin. Our innocence lost and our faith destroyed, spiraling down into lifeless void, drunken on dreams and ceaselessly sleeping.